This was us in August, very apprehensive before the first video went live on YouTube. Welcome to Our Chateau Life. I am Lionel.
And I'm Claire, and we're both thrilled to bring you along for the ride.
We swapped the hustle and bustle of London for a 500 square metre chateau in rural France.
We thought it might be nice to revisit some of our favourite bits in the 5 months we've been making little films about our lives in France.
And I thought I'd show you a couple of examples of why I love Claire so much. I love these. I love this about her.
It's where I got a little bit carried away. Kaboom, kawow, like amazing. And one of the things that I love most about Lionel is his outrageous sense of humour and his laugh. We often get asked about how we first met, so here's a little bit of an explainer.
It was fantastic, really, wasn't it?
I remember you showing me lots of hamster cartoons. That was your wooing.
I was a bit out of practice, to be honest. Really interesting is the way that we talk about food all the time. All the time, incessantly. And also what's really interesting is to watch yourself doing it and the sort of language that you use to describe like cheese or wine or whatever. Yeah. So, you know.
And it's funny, and we've taken on what we've realised is a French habit of when you're having one meal, you're talking about the next meal. So we'll be at lunch and we'll be talking about what we're going to have for dinner, or you'll be at dinner and somebody will be talking about potatoes and they'll be like, oh, but you know, you get the best potatoes from this other place and I'm going to have those next week.
So here's an example. So that by the time you get to the cheese course, it's all unctuous and gorgeous and doing all the thing that, you know, like French cheeses should do, right?
Okay, I want some cheese now.
Yeah, I'm passionate about Hungarian winter salami. If you've never tried it, you should. So when Claire and I first met, her hair was a gorgeous sort of purpley pink colour, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that's not all. Not that nobody knows, but I did used to have pink hair and green hair and blue hair, orange hair, black hair, yellow hair, every hair.
You had purple hair when we met.
I had purple hair. Yeah. I used to go to a lot of gigs and I used to be a bit of a goth. And now I think about curtains a lot and heating systems and moles.
Pure sophistication.
Oh yeah.
The woman belongs in Paris, not in a chateau in the Vendée. And these are the things that we both love the most about this place. And I think this played a part in our decision to buy this place. Was you come through the front gates and you come down the drive and you still can't see the chateau. And you come through this, you know, not a very big, but like a little wooded area, almost tunnel-like. And then you sort of come out of this and there it is. And it is extraordinary. It's just breathtaking. I think, yeah, and I get that every day.
I love the sort of ritual of before we go to bed, we close the shutters at night and then opening them wide in the morning. I just always feel like you're in a French movie. It's just glorious. And to be sure, we keep each other very much entertained. Claire's sense of humour is wicked. Cup of tea?
Cup of tea and a biscuit.
Yes.
Tea? Tea and biscuits?
Yes, please.
Let's go.
We've done 2 things.
I know. But it's hot today.
That's true.
And you won't be surprised to hear that tea plays an enormous and important role in Claire's life, as well as Fred, her classic Mini. So who was I to miss out on the opportunity to put together a little film that was certainly quite heavily influenced by one of our favourite movies, which is The Italian Job, the original from the 1960s. And also there are bits in it which, if you've seen the Claude Lelouch short film called C'était un rendezvous, which is marvellous. Supposedly, Claude Lelouch, the film director, drives a Ferrari at a very high speed through Paris all the way to Montmartre. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely look it up and watch it. But there's an influence from that as well. Actually, it wasn't a Ferrari, it was a Mercedes 450 SEL, I think it was. And he strapped a camera to the front of the car. And he got into all sorts of trouble for doing this. Definitely worthwhile a watch. Anyway, watch this.
Time for a tea break. Okay, so it's a job for Fred. When you live in a chateau, you do strangely get used to having quite a lot of space, and then sometimes think that maybe you don't have enough space. Find ourselves having some really strange conversations sometimes and coming out with things that you never thought you'd hear yourself say, which apparently the other day I said, I can't believe we don't have a ballroom, which in context, absolutely made sense, because I was talking about the chateau is not actually that big. We don't have 20 bedrooms.
It's not that big.
No, it's not. We don't have 20 bedrooms. We don't have a ballroom. We don't have a games room. We don't have a music room. You know, it's yeah. See, and you just fall into it.
You know, where on earth am I going to put the billiards room?
I don't know. I don't know if we've got room for a billiards room.
And the cigar room.
And a cigar. We're going to have to build an extension. You'd be amazed what we can grow here. For example, my banana crop is doing surprisingly well. It's been a dream for years and years and years, and now we've got the space to do it. So I can go bananas.
It'd be lovely if you could grow some of those here, I can tell you that.
I did plant a banana the other week and it's looking really good, but I don't know if we'll get actual bananas.
No, but that's one of those banana plants that looks really pretty but never ever ever gives you bananas. Occasionally you may hear me adopt a strange voice. Actually, it's a character in the kids TV series from I suppose from the late 60s. And he was called Parker, and he appeared in the Thunderbird series. You need to look it up. You're right at the back, lady.
Yes, Parker. It's fine. It's a little rattly in the back, actually. If you could, take it carefully on the corners.
Certainly, lady. Then, of course, there are the inevitable quips about me being a lot shorter than Claire. Right, is that done then?
Would you like a taller person?
Yes, please.
We're going to figure this out. We're not going to have to phone somebody. We are going to figure this out.
What do you mean, phone Google?
Yeah.
What are you Googling?
How to make a grandfather clock work.
Well, a chateau is definitely not a chateau without a couple of pussycats in it, I think. And it took us quite a long time to get over losing our previous cats. But then we made the decision and we found these two, and we're very, very excited to get them. Dogs, not quite so excited, quite confused about what we're up to.
Awaiting the arrival of the new visitors. Not planning anything at all.
No, not with the hat. Not with the hat. Not with the hat. Come on.
My hair.
You look beautiful, darling.
When we did a tour of our outbuildings, we rather surprisingly seemed to find quite a lot of quite lascivious material. Anyway, have a look at this.
So we have, this is where you get my terrible French, Le Trousseau Royal.
Oh, the royal trousseau.
Lingerie fine. Trousseau.
Oh, what, naughty underwear?
Naughty underwear. Blouses, dresses. Oh, look, English spoken. Can you say that in English?
Oh, fantastic.
It's made for me. A poitrine opulente. I don't know what that is.
Opulent
Poitrine.
lady's chest.
Enfant d'amour.
L'enfant de l'amour. The
What's that?
child of love.
The love child.
The love. Oh, yes,
Ooh.
sorry. The love child.
Ooh la la.
Well, what did they get up to in their salon?
Oh, wow.
This is called Les Vierges Folles, the Mad Virgins. Hang on a minute. I think I'll...
Oh, you'll look lovely in that. Yes, absolutely suits you. Wonderful.
And this scene I found very disturbing for obvious reasons.
Darling.
Oh, come on.
I am about to beat up some cucumbers.
Oh, thank God for that. I saw my life flashing before me. Oh, that was quite good. Do that again. Really mean. Oh, that was it.
Some DIY. Okay, ready? Ready? This
What do you, what?
I'm going to beat up the cucumbers.
Oh, okay, go on.
This could go everywhere. It could be... Oh, that's very satisfying. Oh, and messy.
It's very, I'm sorry? What do you mean? The fact that you find this satisfying is more worrying than what you're doing.
When Lionel suggested that we do ballet with ladders, I did think he'd lost the plot somewhat. But I went along with it. And we did a couple of rehearsals, which involved a lot of swearing and a lot of crashing into each other, but no lasting injuries. And then when it was done, we watched it back and we were just laughing our heads off. But honestly, I thought this was just a clip that we were going to send to friends and family. I didn't realise he was going to put it in the actual episode.
finally, I just loved putting this bit together and putting the words on it and just filming it in such a way. It felt so poetic, as does this place actually. Feels very, very poetic. And the autumnal light falling and the leaves changing colour, the whole thing just came together really beautifully, and I love it. I hope you do too. We must say goodbye for another year to the magnolia that is so evocative of this place. It fills the air with its delicate fragrance. So here comes autumn with its light and the change of colours.
There's a real magic and a privilege living in this place. I often think about all the people that must have walked this walk before us, lived here for many, many years before us. And I think about what the future holds.
There's an inner peace here. We walk and talk. And we're ever hopeful with our grand plans, but they may never come to fruition. But while we're here, we'll make the most of it.
Living in the countryside, you get to experience the seasons change. I love the heat of the summer, but these autumnal mornings are equally beautiful. There is something so special about being able to walk like this with the dogs every day, and I'm sure they enjoy it just as much as we do. We use this time to clear our heads and discuss our plans for the future of this place. We find it's a great time to just talk every day and reconnect.
During our walks, we talk about the world we left behind, our lives in the UK and our new lives in France. What was better? What was worse? Does it live up to our expectations? And to be honest, I don't think we really know. There isn't the ultimate place to live, ever.
I'm always imagining, as we're walking around, the jobs that need doing, the trees that need tidying up, but also planning the future, planning beautiful gardens to walk in, to have a sort of ornamental aspect, but also to keep this natural feel as well. There's nothing more beautiful than nature as it is.
Well, there you go. There's another episode done, and I hope you really enjoyed it. I love putting it all together and going back over everything. It's quite astonishing. It's really only 5 months ago that we started, isn't it? Really, that's amazing. And so we'll do another one. We'll do a part 2, but not for a while. And so look forward to seeing you again soon.
So in the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of us. And if you want to see some of the behind the scenes stuff, then you can either join as a member here on YouTube, or you can come and join us on Patreon as well. And then you get to see some more silliness and some more day-to-day stuff and what we're up to.
And the nitty gritty.
So hopefully we'll see you soon.
Great stuff. Take care. Bye.